I do travel.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, I do. A lot at the beginning of my career. We're actually back on the East Coast just due to my family and friend connections just growing out there. So yeah, I've done Massachusetts and Vermont and New Hampshire and Maine. I had one international wedding in Costa Rica,
Wow.
which was super fun because they're actually my neighbors. So people I live next to
Okay,
in Whittier,
cool.
their family was getting married in Costa Rica,
Wow.
so they invited me out there for that. So Kyle and I enjoyed traveling there. Yeah, and then obviously on the West Coast doing Arizona and San Francisco and just kind of all over.
Super
So
cool.
it's a blast. That's a big part of just kind of the nature of the business is tying in travel with it. But as my love continues to grow for Whittier, I find myself more and more just staying a little bit more grounded and rooted here.
More connections too, and more people want you to do stuff locally.
Yes, exactly.
And obviously, with your photo biz and your Instagram accounts and everything, you're really passionate about the arts that I see. You do a lot of music, and you're involved in the active in the art walk here in town. Is that the third Wednesday of every month?
Second
Wednesday of every month.
Yeah.
And that's been a really cool thing for the city.
Yes.
To get that together, and it's gaining some momentum, and it's been a really good thing. You're a part of that. How have you liked that? Do you do music with that, or what
the art walk has been great. I think it's been going on now for over a year, and I've seen a lot of good just growth and kind of evolution in that. And I think every month it gets better. I think every month more and more people come out, and just different artists are participating. Yeah, and
it's a great concept.
It is. Yeah, about a year ago, my husband and I were attending, and I don't think at that point there was any live music.
No.
I could be wrong on that.
I don't think there was.
I don't think there was. And we kind of just saw this opening, this like need for just a little bit of liveliness, just something more to kind of bring to that event. We have so many talented friends in town and kind of close by who do music, and so we thought like, okay, what if we just asked if we could start kind of doing an informal open mic where we kind of have a lineup. Generally, we know, we'll have a couple hours of music, and it's just one more way to get together with friends and hang out. And it's been a blast. Very similarly to anything I've done with Whittier Wandering, is just one more outlet to invite people in, give them another reason to enjoy Uptown, and just kind of get involved with the good thing of the art walk that's already happening. Marilyn's done such good work with it and has worked really hard, and I think that if there's opportunities in the city where we see something good and we're able to jump on board and like supplement and help and support that,
big shout out to Marilyn. She's awesome. So we've loved the art walk, and if you guys haven't come yet, we'd love to see you there. We're always outside of Mimo's Cafe, kind of in the breezeway between Mimo's and La Monarca. We usually start around 6:30 and end at 9. When does the art walk start? It's 5 to 9?
It's 5 to 9.
5 to 9, the music starts at about 6.
Yeah,
okay.
Just logistically, it's tough to get there post-work, so we usually start a little later.
All right. And I call you Whittier Wandering, Bethany. Should I start calling you Commissioner? I know that you were...
that sounds a little formal.
You are now the Commissioner of the Cultural Arts Commission in town. And I know that you were super honored to get that title. Tell us about that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I am still learning, still getting educated and understanding what it entails.
So what's the title?
It's Commissioner, Commissioner of Cultural Arts.
Right.
So I'll be serving on a team of 5. I think most commissioners are between like 5 and 7 people. And it's a 4-year term. And I think commissioner is a very fancy word for volunteer, but essentially volunteering my time to support the cultural arts of Whittier and help make decisions for art in public places and all the fantastic events that happen around town. And then just another way to support and help City Council navigate what's best in the realm of cultural arts for Whittier. That's kind of the broad stroke of what it looks like.
So we have a voice of reason on the commission now. So let's get some murals. Let's get some art in town. Let's make it happen. Let's make it look really cool here.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential, and I think that I will be a younger voice in terms of just who's there and who's involved. So
plugged in. Yeah, that's good. We need that.
Yeah.
So it seems like you're on an amazing journey, and you keep getting inspired, you keep evolving, and that's what's really cool about you. And Instagram in general. I mean, people think social media is just kind of a way to pass time, but some accounts actually do evolve over time. And you have a new venture that I've been hearing about, and that's Wander Creative. You mentioned it earlier. And what is that? What's going on with that?
Yeah, so Wander Creative, kind of like I mentioned a little bit earlier, is a rebrand, a refresh for my photography business. So I have been under the name Bethany Gilbertson Photography, DBA, for the last 5 years, and now it's time to let that go. So I'm going to be phasing that out and really focusing on creative content for modern marketing. And modern marketing essentially is social media. So yeah, a lot of small businesses and brands need help with their image and with creating fresh content and kind of putting together their brand and the way that they tell their story as a business. And I've had the privilege of doing that for a local fixture for the last few years, and I've really enjoyed that process to the point where I just wanted to really see if I could do that full time for other brands and kind of piece together a freelance portfolio of shooting for other businesses.
That's funny that you say that, because people think it's kind of an easy thing to do, when you do social media, and it's really not, because it, especially now, it's so monotonous, and you see the same things over and over.
Right.
And to keep it fresh and to keep it, on point with what's going on, it's really hard to do.
Yeah.
So you really need to be focused on that.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming. I mean, when you think about the sphere of social media, it is a daily grind. It's a daily beast that needs to get fed. But I look at it a little bit more hope-filled. It's just a platform to, again, just share beautiful, creative storytelling with strong imagery. And I'd love to help other businesses do that well. And I think business owners are just swamped when they're living out their dream trying to make it. They don't have time to share that with other people.
It's true, yeah.
And so I want to really just be a support system in a creative way to help businesses really thrive.
So where could we, if we need you, find you? Tell us how to get a hold of you.
Scream my name.
Those business owners.
So my website is wandercreative.co. Again, that's wandercreative.co, and that's where you'll see kind of portfolio, other projects I've worked on. And you can get in touch with me there or on Instagram at Wander Creative Content.
Is Whittier Wandering going away?
Going away? Oh, no.
Okay, good.
No, it's not.
So you're not going to just meld everything into this one thing?
No.
All right, good.
No, Whittier Wandering will always exist if I live in Whittier.
Okay, good. We don't want that to go away. So you are a creative, and you're a true inspiration. I admire your talent and appreciate your character. You've always been super, super generous with your support of my brand and a lot of other brands. And your integrity, I think, with your brand is really important. And I think that you have that. You're passionate about the city of Whittier, which I really love. And appreciate you. Appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you so much.
And, offering your time. I know you're busy.
Yeah, no, I appreciate all those words. I think, again, not to get all sappy and emotional, but since the beginning, I've admired what you do, and I think you've really set the precedent that there's room for everyone at the table.
There really is.
If you have an idea, jump on it, go for it. People will support it and encourage and love it, and there really is room for everyone to. Yeah, I don't know however cheesy that sounds.
Yeah, it's true.
I had to figure that out for myself.
Me too,
because I am a very hesitant person. I need a gold-plated invitation to enter a room.
Exactly.
And that's a flaw of mine that I'm working on.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
That I'm trying to work through.
It's better than busting down the door and being like, "Hi, I'm here."
Right. Yeah, that's not my style. But in this confusing, evolving, ever-changing platform of social media, there really is room. Your voice doesn't have to be loud. It can be quiet. It can be gentle.
That's something I had to come to grips with, because like we said, there's an account popping up every day.
Right.
But you are you and I am me, and everybody else is an individual, and so they're going to give you their take on things, and that's cool.
Right.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so with that being said, I like to end interviews with words of wisdom with entrepreneurs like yourself. You're an artist, you're a photographer. There's so many other people out there that are apprehensive about starting something, Maybe they think their idea isn't great. Mm-hmm. What advice would you give somebody out there, maybe an aspiring photographer, somebody that's scared to jump in the realm, like you say?
Yeah, I mean, going off of there's room at the table, there really is room at the table. Embrace that, believe that. And then, I always appreciate and think about mentors. Find someone who's ahead of you, find someone who's behind you. Yeah. I think that's a really great way to live in, whether that's career, hobby, passion, whatever that is. Like, always look for someone who's ahead of you to understand and glean from their wisdom, and always look to someone, who's a little bit behind you to help them pull ahead and to share what you've learned. Yeah. I think that's a really simple way to keep yourself grounded and kind of know where you're at, and to always have this kind of measure of, okay, there are people who know more than me.
Exactly.
And that's great. That's a good thing to learn from those who have experienced something that I haven't yet. Yeah. And then, same thing with looking for others who are even a little bit behind you and understand, with grace, like, I'm here to help you as well. And to never lose that, to never lose. And then someday, maybe years down the road, you become that mentor, but there's always still going to be someone ahead of you. Yep. So that position really never leaves.
And like you said earlier, it's okay to be scared. Mm-hmm. If you're scared to do it and you want to try something,
yes,
just do it. And I'm an older person in this game, and I had to do that a lot of times. I had to just say, you know what, I'm going to create content, I'm going to put it out there and see what happens. And it always ends up well because it's a learning experience. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, just not letting your personality necessarily get in the way sometimes of a dream project or something that you want to care about. Like, it'll carry through.
Just because everybody else thinks you're crazy doesn't mean you're crazy.
I mean, you might be a little crazy.
Yeah, a little crazy. But thank you so much, Bethany. I appreciate it, and I wish you all the best, and I will continue to support you and look forward to what the future holds.
Thanks so much.
All right, we'll see you. Bye-bye.